Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about yet another project that was recently announced by Coinbase that it will be listed on their platform on August 4th, which is tomorrow. And this project is called Stargate.Finance or the STG token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website Stargate.Finance in order to learn more about this project, right? But before we talk about Stargate, I want to talk to you guys about iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital, if you are a resident or citizen of the United States, then it's a platform for you to invest in crypto using your IRA, right? So if you are a resident or a citizen of the United States, you can use iTrust Capital to buy and sell crypto 24/7 in tax advantage IRAs. So if you go to the website itrustcapital.com and search for their information including pricing, you can first of all see that they have some of the most transparent pricing mechanisms in place, which includes a free monthly account, which is pretty crazy if you ask me, because you are literally getting a free monthly account to manage crypto in your tax advantage IRAs, right? So it's just pretty good. And you also can see that they have some of the lowest transaction fees of any platform, which includes a 1% cryptocurrency transaction fee, $50 over spot per ounce for gold, and $2.50 over spot per ounce for silver, right? So these are some of the lowest transaction fees in the crypto as well as the regular market. And apart from having these low fees, you also get the following benefits, which includes the fact that they will facilitate the transfer, rollover, and contribution to fund your IRA. They also provide all necessary IRS tax reporting information. They provide you with unlimited storage with institutional custody partners, and they also provide you with support and maintenance for your platform. And all of this is done with no additional or hidden account fees, right? So it's pretty great to have an account with iTrust Capital if you don't already have one. And if you scroll further below, they have videos that show about their pricing and fee mechanisms, as well as other information that provides you information about how you can perform in-kind transfers, right? And if you scroll further below, they have an FAQ section that provides you more information about understanding and funding their platform. So if you're interested in this, you can use the link in the description to set up your iTrust Capital account today, and you can fund it with $1,000, a minimum of $1,000, to get a $10 welcome bonus, which will basically not only be a small gift for a referral, as well as the fact that you get a lot of benefits that we just discussed about, including a monthly fee-free account as well, which is pretty great. And by using the link in the description to set up for an iTrust Capital account, you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank in advance. So going back to the Stargate token, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information presented on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information presented on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So the only information that we have from CoinMarketCap's page is that it is a composable native asset bridge with unified liquidity and instant guaranteed finality. So it is a composable native asset bridge, so it bridges different blockchains, which is the main focus of Stargate.Finance, with unified liquidity. So they focus on providing a unified liquidity between the two different platforms that they're bridging, as well as instant guaranteed finality. So this is very important because a lot of bridges don't really provide finality, let alone guaranteed finality. Sometimes it can take minutes to even hours to get your funds from one blockchain to another blockchain, but Stargate.Finance provides you with a guarantee that you get instant finality, which is very important to note, and not a lot of platforms can guarantee this, right? So Stargate.Finance is apparently guaranteeing this, which is pretty crazy. So this is all the information we have from CoinMarketCap's page. So let's go to the website itself, which is Stargate.Finance, Stargate.Finance, and this is pretty much what you will see if you're using Brave browser. Stargate.Finance will automatically try to connect to your Brave wallet, which you can ignore if you don't want to, or if you want to connect to your MetaMask wallet, you can do that, right? So When you go to the website, they have a pretty dark themed website, and if you see, they have a pretty beautiful graphics on the background. Welcome to the omni-chain future. So they're trying to create an omni-chain, which is basically a combination of multiple chains bridged by Stargate.Finance, right? So the total value locked in this bridge is $493.3 million, which is crazy amount of money that's already locked in Stargate.Finance. So again, Stargate.Finance does have certain downsides, which we'll cover towards the end of the video, but a lot of money is locked in Stargate.Finance as of now. So if you scroll further below, you can see that they are trying to produce a composable liquidity in order to transport different tokens from different protocols that lives at the heart of the omni-chain DeFi. So they're trying to create a universal bridge that connects multiple different chains as well as the coins in those multiple different blockchains into the heart of the omni-chain DeFi. So with Stargate, users and dApps can transfer native assets cross-chain while accessing the protocol's unified liquidity pools with instant guaranteed finality. Again, they're mentioning it again, they're providing guaranteed finality with unified liquidity pools. So these are the two main unique features that they are offering as a bridge protocol. The universe is infinite with Stargate. So by using Stargate, you can get an expansive DeFi universe, which lets you transport multiple different tokens from different blockchains with a lot of ease and flexibility, right? So by scrolling down below, you can see that they're providing you some of the benefits that they're offering. The first thing is you can transfer different tokens or swap 1:1 native assets cross-chain, accessing Stargate's unified liquidity pool. So Stargate's unified liquidity pools comes extremely helpful for transferring an asset from one blockchain to another blockchain. Let's say, for example, Ethereum from the Ethereum blockchain to the, let's say, Polygon chain or some other chain with a literally instant finality and at the same time unified liquidity. So unified liquidity is a very important concept that Stargate.Finance is bringing to the table. Stargate transfers have instant guaranteed finality. The transfer submitted on the source chain is guaranteed on the destination. Again, pretty straightforward. They have some cool images of planets. And if you see pools, add liquidity to Stargate's omni-chain protocol and earn stablecoin rewards for every Stargate transfer. So this is very important as well. So they're trying to incentivize people to provide liquidity. So liquidity provision in bridges has always been risky. Again, if you guys are following the crypto news recently, there's been multiple bridge hacks, which also recently a bridge which again you can go through crypto news if you haven't, has been breached, and a lot of funds have been stolen, and therefore there's always a risk of providing liquidity to bridge protocols. But Stargate.Finance does mitigate a lot of these risks by providing a lot of security and stability, while at the same time incentivizing people to provide more liquidity by allowing them to earn stablecoin rewards. So stablecoin rewards will provide much more stability for a consistent income. If you are providing liquidity for two different types of Ethereum, which are in different blockchains in the Stargate.Finance protocol, you will earn stablecoin rewards, and you can expect the price to be stable and consistent, and you can therefore predict how much exact income you'll be earning on a monthly or a bi-weekly basis whenever people do transfers on Stargate.Finance, right? So you get a stable income opportunity, which is pretty cool. Obviously there is risk. Despite all these things, there is definitely risk with regards to using bridges like Stargate, but those are risks that are innate to the protocol itself, and you really cannot do anything about it, right? Even though Stargate does have systems in place, which we'll go through together, that prevents or tries to prevent to the best of their ability any form of hacks, the risk is still imminent. So you need to definitely bear that in mind when you're trying to provide liquidity on any bridges, not just in Stargate.Finance, right? So liquidity providers can also farm their LP tokens to receive STG token reward. So not only will you get a stable coin reward, you can also provide the LP tokens, which you will be getting when you provide liquidity to stake and earn STG tokens, which is the main token that's going to get listed on Coinbase tomorrow. And that's very important to understand, right? So the third component that they have is farms. Stargate liquidity providers can farm their LP tokens in exchange for STG rewards. So again, This is the thing that we literally covered right now, where if you provide liquidity for two tokens, even though they may be the same version in two different blockchains, you will earn liquidity provider tokens, which you can stake to earn STG tokens as rewards, right? So earn STG and become a member of the Stargate community. So you can become a member of the Stargate community and obviously earn STG in the process as well, right? So stake. STG holders can stake their STG tokens to receive VSTG, Stargate's governance token. So again, it's very important to bear in mind that STG token itself is not a governance token. So when you stake your STG tokens, you get VSTG, that is a governance token. So the VSTG is the governance token and not the STG itself. So this is a very important distinction that you need to understand. The longer users stake their STG tokens, the more VSTG they will receive. So again, obviously, the longer you stake, the more VSTG you will receive. This kind of achieves two things. The first thing is that they are basically guaranteeing that you don't dump the tokens for the long term by providing you more incentives to lock it or stake your STG tokens for long term, which is one thing which is going to definitely help the price of the STG tokens that are circulating. And the second thing is that VSTG tokens provide you governance access. So by using VSTG, and the more VSTG you have, the higher your voice would be heard in the community, because you will be a significant shareholder of the Stargate.Finance ecosystem, right? So the more VSTG you have, the more influence you can have on the platform itself. Even though it is a decentralized platform, it's still providing you an opportunity to kind of like make more louder decisions on the platform by holding more VSTG compared to other users, right? So that's the two important mechanisms that Stargate.Finance is aiming to achieve. And if you scroll further below, this is kind of all the information that they have, very easy and bite-sized pieces on the website. If you scroll further below, you have other resources, including the social media information, which you can go through to become a part of the community, right? So overall, very wonderful website with a lot of bite-sized piece information. You can connect your wallet if you have a MetaMask wallet, or if you have a Brave wallet, you can definitely connect that to see their app itself, which is pretty beautiful as well, right? So now that we covered all the quick overview of Stargate.Finance, let's go to the CoinMarketCap page itself. So in CoinMarketCap, this token is currently ranked 375th by market cap and CoinMarketCap, and it's currently trading at 41 cents at the time I'm making this video, with 6.61% increase in the past 24 hours. So obviously, the Coinbase listing announcement has definitely made this token pump, quite a bit, because this token, when I noticed this token before the coin or right after the Coinbase announcement, the token was only pumping at 2 to 3%. But now, obviously, people are starting to notice the announcement more, and they are starting to buy this token in anticipation of the rally this token is going to have when the Coinbase listing happens tomorrow, right? So obviously, this is a really bad time to buy this token, because you are going to be exposed to severe volatility in price motion. So I would personally not suggest you to invest in this token right now. But again, this is not financial advice. You must do your own research. But this is the worst time to buy this token, because the token is starting to rally upwards. You could get dumped on pretty severely by people who held this token in anticipation of Coinbase listing earlier, right? So they will dump this token on you, so be very careful. So if you scroll below, you can clearly see that this is an Ethereum based project. So one thing that you need to bear in mind is that when Coinbase lists this token tomorrow, they'll only be listing the ERC20 version. So if you try to transfer any other version of the STG tokens, you will lose your funds, right? So be very careful. Only ERC20 tokens are allowed to be deposited and withdrawn on Coinbase, right? So if you look at the market cap itself, the market cap is only $54.8 million. So again, it's still a low market cap project. It has a high potential to grow. It is obviously increasing the past 24 hours because of the Coinbase listing announcement, but it will kind of decrease after the Coinbase listing has occurred, and maybe within the 24 to 48 hour period after the Coinbase announcement or Coinbase listing, there will be a decline in the market cap, which will probably be stabilized between $50 to $52 million in market cap, but it's still significantly lower than $100 million in market cap, and therefore there's still a lot of potential for this token to grow, right? When it comes to volume, there's a pretty good volume there. And if you look at the tokenomics itself, the token has a max supply of 1 billion tokens. Again, a huge token supply, which is again not a great thing. It's also not pretty bad, because there are projects that have more than 10 billion tokens as a max supply. So 1 billion is still not the best case scenario, but it's still better than 10 billion tokens as max supply. And the circulating supply is also not that great. It's only 13% of the max supply, which means you can expect to see a lot of short-term price slumping that will happen when many max tokens from the max supply get circulated or injected into the circulating supply, which will push the price of this token in the downward direction, right? So there is going to be some short to mid-term price slumping because of the tokenomics itself, which you will have to anticipate if you're trying to buy this token, right? So that's something that you have to bear in mind. So when it comes to the charts itself, you can see that the token has kind of been performing quite poorly in the recent times. In fact, it used to perform really well, but now it's pretty much close to its all-time lows right now, despite the fact that the token is up 6% since the past 24 hours. In the grand scheme of things, it's still not even a drop in the bucket. It's actually very poor that this token has been doing, but I strongly believe that this token does have some really good a mid to a long-term potential if what they're doing does become successful, right? So when it comes to the price of this token itself, it was worth 64 cents as of 18th of March 2022, and then it started rallying to a ballistic all-time highs, not its all-time highs, but its initial all-time highs of about $3.60. This was as of 27th of March 2022. It then took a small beating, reached a price of $2.72 before making its actual all-time highs of over $4. In fact, it was exactly $4.20 as of 2nd of April 2022, and then it crashed all the way from there, reached a price stability of about $1.75 before doing another rally, a dead cat bounce kind of like price appreciation, before dumping all the way to its all-time lows of about it was around 73 cents previously, right? So this token was at its all-time lows, it was 34 cents as of 14th of July 2022, and then now it's kind of in its 37-cent range. It used to be 36 cents or 34 cents. Now it's 37 cents and starting to go above the 41 cents mark. It's still close to its all-time low. But I still won't recommend you to buy this token at this price point, because you're still going to face some of the Coinbase pumps, which will definitely burn you if you buy it at the wrong price point, right? The best time to buy this is after the Coinbase listing has happened, and maybe after 48 hours after the Coinbase listing. Usually tokens start dumping, and I think this token will probably retest the previous all-time lows of 32 cents or 33 cents, which will probably be the best time to look into buying this token, right? Obviously this token hasn't made any good short-term gains recently since its fall in May, but I do believe that this token can bounce back to a price of $1 in the next few months, which will probably be a good place to sell this token if you're trying to buy this token right now, or maybe if you buy it at a 34 cents, 33 cents mark, right? But again, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. I think there is a lot of speculation about this token, which will happen after the Coinbase listing. So be very careful. If you do hold this token, if you have bought this token at 34 cents previously, and if you're trying to sell this token, tomorrow is the best time to sell, obviously, because the Coinbase listing will make this price of the token go up to at least 50 cents per token, and then it will start dumping down. So you can make some really good, quick short-term gains, right, with the Coinbase listing. But if you're trying to buy this token right now, this is obviously the worst time to buy this token, right? So again, this is not financial advice, it's my personal opinion. So when it comes to the markets itself, you can clearly see that this token does have some really good quality centralized exchange listings already happened. The first one obviously is FTX, which is a really good quality tier 1 exchange, owned by Sam Bankman-Fried. It is a really a good exchange with a lot of liquidity for this token. You can also buy this token from KuCoin, Get.io, Bitfinex, Huobi Global, and MEXC, but I wouldn't really go below that. I'd probably even use Bybit and Femex, but I wouldn't really try any of the tier 3 or tier 4 exchanges that are here, right? So there's lots of tier 2 and tier 1 exchanges that have listed this token. Obviously Coinbase being the next big tier one exchange that will list this token tomorrow, and maybe this token will also get a Binance listing pretty soon, because obviously FTX and Coinbase have listed this token along with Huobi Global and obviously Get.io. Therefore, there's a high possibility that Binance can even list this token in the next upcoming months, right? If that happens, I think this token can go as high as 80 cents per token, and then it will crash back down. So that's why you need to wait till the Coinbase hype has died down to buy this token for a possible Binance listing, which will make this token go up for another short-term gain. So you can definitely make some good short-term gains, with a possible Binance listing also coming pretty soon. But again, you need to buy it at the right price and sell it at the right price to make some quick gains, right? You can also see that the different exchanges have different prices for this token, and if you see, this token is also available on Uniswap version 3, which is on Polygon, which means you don't have to pay any backbreaking gas fees as like in the Ethereum blockchain. You can definitely also use Uniswap version 3 on Polygon to buy this token at 39 cents right now, and wait till this token goes to maybe like 45 cents tomorrow, and then sell it for a really good profit, right? Or if you want to make some really quick arbitrage trading, you can buy this at Uniswap version 3 on Polygon at 39 cents per token, and then sell it on FTX for a small quick profit, because the FTX price is 41 cents, whereas the Uniswap version 3 price on Polygon is 39 cents. So you can definitely be smart enough to make some really quick short-term gains, or maybe wait till tomorrow to sell it on the market at 45 cents and then make some really good gains. So you have multiple options to make some really quick gains with this token, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. And if you hold it a little bit longer, you can probably sell it once the Binance listing has happened for a really good short-term profit, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token has some issues when it comes to its tokenomics. Its fundamentals are quite good, but the main problem with bridge protocols these days is that bridges get hacked very frequently. You've seen the Ronin bridge hack, a lot of bridge attacks that have happened pretty much consequently, and we even had a recent bridge attack that happened last week as well. So bridges are really dangerous and risky, right? So you need to be very careful if you're trying to use this platform to gain some short-term passive stablecoin income. Bear in mind that every reward comes with a big risk. So bridges do have a big risk in their back, right? So you need to be very careful of that. Only invest in or stake money that you're willing to lose, so you can definitely not hurt yourself too badly, right? At the same time, there are lots of projects that are competing to be the better bridge. So Stargate.Finance will have a lot of competition in the short term as well as in the long term. Their tokenomics is definitely not going to help retain a lot of users or even token holders, which is going to be a bad thing. But for people who want to make some really good short-term gains, this token is definitely there. When it comes to long-term potential, there is a long-term potential, but you need to understand the grand kind of like scheme of crypto. Because a lot of projects are trying to become interoperable and they're trying to create their own bridges, right? So they may not really want to use a third-party bridge like Stargate.Finance for long-term sustainability. So there is a risk that this project may be irrelevant in the long term. But for short term, it's definitely a good project if you know how to ride the wave of buying low and selling high, right? I can easily predict this token going as high as 80 to 90 cents per token after a Binance listing. But after Coinbase listing tomorrow, this token can go as high as 50 cents per token. But again, this is all pure speculation and not financial advice, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.